Hi, it's been a while, right? So I just wanted to say that last so many days that I haven't actually uploaded. All those days I was kind of trying to again do the same thing, self help itself, but it's that I actually wasn't filming because I just realized kind of I'm wasting more of time into filming than actually doing. So I was kind of trying to take a break from filming. Honestly, these days when I wasn't filming, I was actually doing a lot of things. A lot actually. I started writing with my opposite hand. I read something like 10 to 15 days, almost daily. I was doing choreographs. I was learning. Not learning choreographs, but I was just doing whatever I can. I never learned the sequence, never learned the steps. That's something that I will start soon. Honestly, I'll start from today. But the problem is that from the last 5 days, I'm actually very sick. I got really very sick. And before that, I got my hands injured again when I was trying to do some choreographies. I end up injuring my hand, leading to stopping of exercises and any other things related to hand. I stopped writing, I stopped drawing, I stopped dancing, I stopped exercising, I stopped all those things with hands. I even stopped eating with my right hand. My mother used to feed me. That's something I should be a little ashamed of because, what the hell? I'm kind of an adult. It's not that my mom should be feeding me. But now the hands is injured. The hands are all recovered, but the my I'm suddenly my health just got badly sick. I just got badly sick, and that was I don't know how it got happened, but then I guess it's seasonal changes. So I kind of have to bear with it and change it. I've been trying to fix that, but then also a little not able to fix that because I don't know. I don't understand what's going on with me, but at least, meanwhile, one thing happened is that I kind of got out of phone. I kind of stopped binge watching a lot of things. And it's I just lost interest in um, doom scrolling. I lost interest in doom scrolling and also daydreaming. I kind of lost my interest. But I used to listen to music though. But then music would be paired up with cleaning the room, or music would be paired up with drawing, or music would be paired up with opposite handwriting, or it would be paired up with some other stuff. Yeah. So I don't want. One thing is that I kind of got a little passionate compassionate, that's what I'm talking about, with myself, but also I was strict enough to keep myself doing the things that were good for me. Though all of them I never did it honestly, but I would always try to fix myself by doing things that are good for me anyways. I didn't do all of them, so that's something that's wrong, but then I just realized that all the time blaming it on me is not really a good idea, because that just leads to even more of trying to get away from responsibilities. That's not a nice idea. So I just learned how to be compassionate with myself. But then since I just realized that there's been things that I'm actually doing consistently. For example, I've been consistently been playing chess, writing the opposite hand. I started drawing once over again. I started quitting phone once over again. I started going outside once over again. I started cleaning the room quite often. I started noticing my patterns and behaviors. I started noticing what is good for me and what is bad for me, and trying to choose the good over the bad. Trying, obviously not totally doing. I just realized those are the things which are, as for now, the way to change first, and then later it will be refined. Okay, so I kind of accepted that, and I started changing it the similar way. Obviously it's not as good as I thought it would be, but from today again, I'm just going to start actually doing the things according to the schedule, because most of the time I wouldn't do it according to schedule. But I just realized that even though I wouldn't try to do it according to schedule, I just realized that all the time trying to fix the schedule would just lead to mental pressure. That's not a nice idea. So I started small, very small. I just like started doing things that were small, and then with that, I kind of got confidence, honestly, that I can do things that are a little uncomfortable. Yeah, even though it's uncomfortable, still it's kind of enjoyable. For some reason, I started enjoying it. You see, I started enjoying calisthenics. I started enjoying getting sweaty. I started enjoying um, all those things that are good for me. That is something that is uncomfortable. Okay, and that's what I just really want to get. Okay, that's what something that I want to build. So again, I just realized that but since it's good that somehow I'm getting interested into things that are good for me instead of things that are bad for me, it's better high time for me to start, I guess, maybe recording. Yeah, let's start, because recording helps me with my progress. So but the problem is that in case of recording, the thing is that I start focusing way too much on recording instead of actually doing the things. Okay, so basically, like for example, whenever I'm doing a thing, every single hour or every 3 hours or 4 hours, I try to come back and say things like, okay, I did this and that. Even though that is good, but saying it out aloud just makes me feel a little drained, or I could say I just feel like um I'm kind of criticizing myself, which is something that I don't want. Okay, because the idea of criticizing myself, because I just realized the whole time, since everyone's trying to get my attention, everything like music, all the thing is kind of trying to get my attention. These things are trying to tire me up. Okay, so I have to protect myself a lot, actually protect myself, especially when I'm all alone by myself at this time, something that I wouldn't get ever again. Since I'm all alone by myself, with myself, me alone, I should be more compassionate, and I should try to fix myself in a way that I start liking me, because after all, that's the whole point. For example, if I don't like myself, I wouldn't like anything at all, and it starts with brain. In my case, I thought it was because I'm incompetent or something. But then I realized, no, it's not anything like that. It's something like that I just don't have the belief, and belief come from work. So I'm not working, and that work is not because I don't believe. Yeah, it's something like that. So it has to be broken with work. So I'm just trying to work first. And once I'm trying to work, with that work, I'll just get evidence about, yeah, I can do it. And then the same way, I just get more confident, and I just start taking risks. After all, that's what I want to take. I want to take risks so that I just become a better person. Not take risks just to become bad, okay? So that's where I just realized I will actually start collecting evidences about my achievements daily, every single day, about what am I doing and what is it that I've been doing the whole day, and what is it that I did and stuff like that. Obviously, there would be a section. First, it will be a section of what was it that I did, and the second would be a section of what was the struggles that I had to face with. But I would try to keep the struggle part a little less, because the more I talk about the struggles, it's like the more I kind of declare that, oh, it's hard for me, so let's not do it. Yeah, that's the main reason why I kind of stopped filming, because I just realized I'm focusing way too much on the struggles that I have, rather than on the things that I achieved. For example, if if I'm reading, I'm focusing more on the fact that my pronunciation is not good, not on the fact that I still read 10 pages anyways. Okay, and I would focus on the fact that I got sore throat, not on the fact that somehow my pronunciation got a little better. Yeah, like that. So like the more I'm talking about the negative, the more it is that I kind of try to signal my brain like, oh, see, look at that, it's not for you, like that. Yeah, it used to be like that. It used to be something like it's just like telling me, signaling me that, okay, it's not something you're meant for, which is completely wrong. It's completely wrong, because I just realized the more I wouldn't say things to myself, the more I would shut up and do the work anyways, especially imperfectly, or just do it anyways. um I would just get confident. That's it. Because since I'm a perfectionist and I'm somebody who just like to do 100%, and if it is not 100%, just not do at all. If that's what I am actually, so what I realize is that I just simply just don't do the work if it's not good. But if that's something that's happening with me, I just realized that to break that particular cycle, the only way is by actually stop to like waiting for something to happen and do it, but actually do it anyways, just on the time. That's it. So if it's time for me to study, I'll study anyways. If it's time for me to draw, I draw anyways, because most of the time when I'm studying, I'm thinking about drawing, and when I'm drawing, I'm thinking about exercising. When I'm exercising, I'm thinking about praying, and that's just very exhausting. Because what's going on here? That's not how it is supposed to be. So I just obviously took my schedule with me, the list of stuff that I have to do, and I'm starting that thing again from today. Okay. Obviously, I'm still sick, so I'm not going to do some obvious things. For example, I'm not going to exercise, and I'm not going to push myself a little harder. But other than that, all the other mental stuffs and other stuffs, I can just do it. I'm going to take for 2 more days, including today's, like today and tomorrow is going to be 2 more days of me trying to take breaks. And after that, if the health still degrades, I'll have to see a doctor, I guess. And if it's not, then that's good, that's fine, that's the best. Okay. And that's what I have planned so far. So from today onwards, I'll again start filming, but this time the filming is not going to be every hour or every 2 hours or 3 hour or every 4 hour, but it's just going to be at a single time, and that time is 8:30, 8:30 or 8:25. I don't know, like after before 30. That's it. And at that time, I would explain what I did the whole day and whatever it may be, and then I would just that's it. That's the review of the day. That's how I would do it. I wouldn't basically over glorify uh, my struggles, and I wouldn't underestimate my achievements. That's what I'm talking about. And the only way is by doing instead of thinking. So that's it. I don't even want any more motivation, you would say, because that doesn't work. I just realized. And it's again, yeah, it's true that I haven't touched a phone at all. That's true. Yeah, but somehow sometimes I just realized I would binge watch animes though. But it's true that every single time I watch an anime, I still have to agree that animes have always kind of helped me kind of to push me to be better, because I have liked the characters way too much that I would feel like I wish I were them, and that particular burning in me would like kind of force me to do things. Like I would literally become so restless, so just to do something because I want to be better. So I really don't want to cut anime at all. And yeah, as for phone, yeah, I didn't, not even a single bit doom scroll. Sometimes maybe that would be my mistake, but intentionally, no, I didn't. No doom scrolling at all. I did daydream a lot though. Yeah, okay, I can't do much about that. I can do that about later. Something like that I can do it later, but right now the thing has to be that right now I want to simply replace doom scrolling with the good hobbies and studying and exercising and health care. Okay. And praying, especially praying. That's what how it's been. And I'm going to start it from today again. Today is right now the date is 20 of August, and it's 11:08 a.m. in the morning. Okay, I'll see you soon.